Hello. Welcome everyone. Waiting for people to jump on. Getting a little bit of a late start today, but we're going to be going here in a second. Isn't that pretty?
Hey Cheryl, how are you? Under a tornado watch.
Oh,
Does that mean we are too,
no.
Cheryl? We're at the quilt sampler. Hey Janice, welcome. Hey Louise.
Look at that one. Look at this one. Believe it or not, I am all caught up. It's hard to believe. I'm always behind.
Hey Carol, welcome to the show. How are you?
You know what? I could walk around and show some of the new fabrics.
Yeah, we can do that
All
here in
right.
a minute. Might want to get everybody on. Hey Lana, how are you tonight?
While everybody's joining, we can just, or if you want to wait.
Give it a half minute here. Just make sure that stuff comes up and the sound check's good and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, we got to do the sound check because we're on a whole different system down here. Different cameras, different laptop, all this stuff. So somebody on Facebook, let us know if you can hear us. Somebody on YouTube, let us know if you can hear us and see the pretties. I think this turned out just to be so awesome. I think not this one. This one is my favorite. With the yellow. A little bit of yellow goes a long way. But look at the stitches. Didn't they turn out pretty? What do you guys think?
Okay, Penny, welcome. Thank you, Penny, for letting us know. Hey, Cheryl, thank you very much. Is Springfield under a tornado watch, too?
It's kind of
It's pretty gloomy.
gloomy out, for sure.
There we go. Hey, Rebecca's on. Okay, Rebecca, let us know how the sound is on YouTube and such.
Move this around a little bit. Ugh. The camera's kind of hard to move. Sorry, we're having a little... There we go.
Video and sound is good. Hey, Carrie, how are you?
Can you see me okay?
Sounds good on YouTube. Hey, Beverly.
Welcome.
Nice. Joan, I think we're on.
Yay!
Wow.
It was a challenge.
It was a bit of a challenge here.
We had a little bit of a rough start. So, thank you for joining us. Sorry we're late. Should we show? I'm just really excited about this new collection of fabric that we got down here at Quilt Sampler. So, I'm going to walk you over and show you while I give you this speech on who we are and why we're here. Well, not really why we're here, but you're coming with me.
Why we're here.
You're coming with me. So we're moving around just a little bit. I'll try to go slow.
I'm trying to get enough battery here, Joan.
Okay, well, you can stay there and I'll just come over here and talk about this collection. It is so, so pretty. Look at these fabrics that came in. Isn't this just a gorgeous collection? I'm usually not a fan of yellow, but I love that one. In the pink, and then I'll show you the rest of the colors. Trying not to move too fast to
Hey Karen, welcome to the show. Hey Kathy, welcome.
make you seasick.
Fabrics?
I think these are just gorgeous fabrics. Look at that. Big prints. These are all available on the quilt site, quiltsampler.com. Price on these is $13.99 a yard, and these are from Robert Kaufman. Yeah, just had to make sure. But so pretty. So I just had to show you those new fabrics. And you'll have to excuse the mess.
What about the ones over there on the bench as well?
Yep, I'll show you these too. We have several new fabrics down here.
Yeah, I know. For some reason we were happy. Hey Kathy, hopefully you're feeling well.
These are so pretty. Look at the little butterflies. And then there is a new flannel that just came out. And these are $13.99. These are also from Robert Kaufman, but look at the little owls. Aren't those just cute? And I'll show you the focal print. It's heavy. Moose, owls, rabbits, fox, squirrel. Ooh, squirrel. And then one more new thing that's going to be coming soon is Glimmer and Gleam. This is a new kit. I'll try to get you a close-up of the kit. And it is made entirely of grunge. But look at the fantastic colors that are in this quilt. Okay, so that's kind of what's new here, except for, you know, the big mess of combining the two stores.
Yeah, we're having fun with that.
We are having fun with that. I'll show you all the quilts hanging up high. We are Quilters HQ.
Love grunge. Pat's such a love
Oh,
grunge.
it's going to be a great pattern. So we are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sewing Machines Express. No more Sewing Machines Express. We are Quilters. We are.
It's just here in the same building.
It's just combined. So let's start again. Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, Sewing Machines Express, and Quilt Sampler. The websites are quiltershq.com, windmillsewingcenter.com, quiltsampler.com, and some QHQ, the number 2.com. We are doing week 2 of our lunchbox quilts, Just Flowers, and we are doing flower number 2. And you need to make 2 of these, and we're doing this one. And today we are sewing on the Luminaire 3.
Yeah, so compliments of
This
Brother
is
today.
Brother's top of the line, and if you're familiar with Brother, you know that they do an excellent job with embroidery. And I'm going to try to get you a really good view of the embroidery. We have a little bit of a different camera, so I can kind of wiggle this down and get you a good shot. How's that look? How about that? And I've already preloaded everything. Let's wake up the machine. And we are ready to start. I've got my glue stick, my scissors, my threads. I'm already threaded. I'm doing blue for this one. I can't wait to see what you do with yours. Ooh, that's not good. We just broke the needle.
Oh no.
Oh no. Not the best start. Hang on. I need to capture that little piece of the needle. Got it.
All right, so everybody hop on your troubleshooting skills, because everybody, this has happened to before.
Okay, I heard all of it. And Robert's off in search of needles. When this does happen, you want to make sure that you get all of the needle. Why did my needle break? No reason. And a screwdriver. Well, I'm sure Service has one.
I'm sure they do.
Carrie, education happens when you least expect it. Isn't that the truth? I'll be right back and go
This might be the little screwdriver for it. Now we need needles.
Well, there's a whole wall. There's a whole wall of needles.
There's the wall. Well, there you go. Fresh in. Getting started with a broken needle. Proud to rethread the machine, huh?
I'm a little unsure why the needle broke, but we're going to put in a needle and do some troubleshooting.
For block number 1, my largest hoop is 8x8 or 8x12. Which design should I be using? Should I cut size of block same as for a larger design?
Yes. So the size of your block is going to remain the same.
Hey Sherry, welcome to the show.
And then we're just gonna...
What's our physical location tonight? We are
to the quilt sampler. Okay, all seems well there. Let's thread it. That went well. Change the needle.
Good start.
And I put in, what is this? Little...
It's like a piece of fuzz there, isn't it?
Yeah. Take my little old piece of needle.
Get the piece of something out of there.
It's just a piece of fuzz.
Piece of fuzz.
Okay.
Are you having storms? No, not at the moment. It just looks pretty ominous right now. Hey Karen, how are you tonight? Hey Ruth.
I'm going to back up.
We're all running a little bit late tonight, so.
Okay, back to center. Okay, and then start. Let's try again. That sounds much better.
Awesome.
Perhaps the machine just needed a new needle.
It wanted a needle, guys.
So these are smaller blocks. These are 6-inch blocks. And so you cut your fabric 8.5 inches, I believe is what it was. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But this machine is very quiet. Oh, tornado watch in Springfield right now. Well, we are in a big shopping center. If we lose power. Okay, so that was our first little setting there, and I'm just gonna unhook here, pull it out a little bit, and we're gonna put down our glue, and then you get to see the fabulous blue that I selected.
Joan, I don't know what the color of the month on the air fill is.
Oh, I have it in my bag
right
there. I actually brought it down. So pretty.
Yeah, I think you had an awful lot of fun there with when you were finishing up some at the shop, didn't you?
I was having a lot of fun. A lot of people stopped and asked what I was doing, and I was like, my favorite. Where the box is. I don't know what the color of the month is. Had a tornado warning in, I don't know how to say that. All clear now. We're being safe. It's just a little bit cloudy out. Usually in the cities, the heat of the city will keep the tornadoes away.
Petunia, maybe?
Oh, there it is. Yes. Peony.
Peony.
Peony. We have it.
Kathy, how are you?
Oh, this is a very pretty fabric. So no storms up in Kansas City because Ruth is saying we're clear for Channel 5.
Okay.
We had our windy event the other night.
That was a little microburst there. It sounded like the windows were going to blow in.
Yeah.
Pretty strange. Well, I do think that we do have a couple of announcements here. So, as we merge the stores, we will be open on Mondays coming in June. So,
yeah, starting in June, Quilt Sampler will be open
on Mondays again.
Mondays.
Just closed on Sundays.
So now the fun part, you get to trim away. And again, I have these same curved scissors. This is so satisfying, trimming this away and seeing the flower come into shape. Now I am not going to change my thread color because it's going to do the placement stitch for the inside petals, and I'm just going to leave the same thread color because it's going to sew over it rather than unthread and rethread my machine. Maybe this is the part I like about machine applique, is just
uncovering the whole...
Yeah, revealing the flower.
Gotcha.
And it tells us in our pattern placement stitch, outer petals, placement stitch, well, cutting stitch, placement stitch. So we're gonna just use the same thread and we're gonna do the inside again. That one's going to be a little bit of trimming. But this is what I selected for the inside, this fabulous orange with the green and teal. It's going to be very pretty. Lana, thank you for sharing. We really appreciate that. And so it depends on which channel you're on. It's like, share, follow, subscribe, notify. Yeah, smash up the like button. I agree, Kathy. The curved scissors are perfect for embroidery. You get nice and close to your placement stitch and your tack down stitches. I love this pattern because you can do so much more with it. So if you wanted to do just a quilt with just these flowers, you could, and it would just be gorgeous. Like to do just a little wall hanging. Like if you have some scraps laying around, you could just sew out this pattern over and over and piece them together and just do a really lovely quilt. I like patterns.
This color's really cool, just really vibrant.
I like patterns that give you a lot of options. I know if you've been following for a while, you've heard me talk about sampler quilts, how much I love them because you get so much more, because you don't just get one quilt. If it's a 16 block sampler, you get 16 quilts or 17 quilts or however many combinations. I think that's what, 16 to the 16th power of quilts that you could make. Okay, so placement. I'm just going to do just a couple of places with the glue because I don't really need a whole lot. So I'm just going to do a little bit there, and that'll be enough to hold this in place. And again, I'm conserving my fabric, and right there. Perfect. That right back in. Press it a little bit and go. Sorry about the late start for this. I think we'll get through this block though, or most of it anyway. Yeah, green and blue is a great combination. And then my next fabric is going to be this lovely, which has all of these different colors in it. And I'm going to try and center it up right over this fuchsia, because fuchsia and orange are so great together. And I did, so the needle that I selected was an 80-12, and the reason I did that one is because we're sewing through so many layers when we get to the center of this. You kind of want to have that larger needle, and normally we sew with a 75-11. I wanted the larger needle to protect the thread as it's going through all of these multiple layers. plus stabilizer. It's a lot to sew through. Hello, Bee. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. I like that little finger that comes up and catches that thread so that the tails always get tucked behind this machine. I think it's a great feature on this one. Do we stock the Janome purple tip needles in our store? Yes, we do. I don't know where they are right now. Well, I kind of have a general idea of where they are, but there's a lot of boxes that have to be unpacked. But yes, we do stock them, and they will be added to the website to order. But yeah, that purple tip needle is a great needle to... Sometimes when we have sewing issues, that purple tip needle will just solve them. It's amazing how much difference just a needle can make. I agree, it is a great needle. And you don't have to use it in just a Janome. I mean, you can use that needle in any machine. Hi Karen, welcome. Last one. Okay, let's trim these up really quick. Okay, you guys have a great view of my watch, but not the actual cutting that I'm doing. Raise it up here a little bit. Just trim out this circle, makes it a little bit easier. And I'm being very careful not to cut the fabric underneath. That would probably make me cry at this point. There's no tears in sewing. Just seam rippers. This is going to be just an absolutely gorgeous block. What do you guys think? And like I said before, you don't have to be perfect with this trimming because the embroidery is going to cover most of it up. Pull that away and then just trim up these little two pieces left. Again, being careful not to cut my stitches or my fabric underneath. Our next step, so we just did the inner petals, placement stitch for flower center. Again, I am just going to leave the same thread in and hit the go button.
Colors look just really amazing, don't they?
I love orange and blue together, and that is a good idea. I'm going to try and find, I think, so I picked out fuchsia, and it's just a real small circle. So I'm just going to use just a little tiny dot of glue. Right there. And I really want this fuchsia color. So right there. That's the color I want. So I'm going to tuck it in just a little bit right there. Slide that back in. Hit the go button. And I don't know if you can hear it because it's making a really heavy stabby noise. So that means that this is a lot thicker. It's going through quite a bit more. So I included this in the kits, this fabric, so that, you know, if you really wanted to combine like some yellow and green as a flower center, or like I'm doing right now, and, you know, fussy cut the fuchsia as part of this. Okay, so we trim this. So this piece is probably going to have a lot of circles cut out of it by the time we're done with this. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's what our flower is going to look like, only better. Our next step is the fill stitch for the inner petals. So I'm going to rethread, and I picked out this really bright orange. Oop. They make these machines so easy. And I love the automatic needle threaders. And we're ready.
Pretty quiet.
It is very quiet. I think I moved the hoop when I bumped it. I may end up having to do this one over. I think I just moved my, when I bumped it, I moved the arm, maybe? We'll see. Right now it's still doing the under stitches, so we'll see how it turns out. Maybe, maybe not.
So you got some questions coming in there?
Okay. Kathy said, I said a TV tray table next to my embroidery machine so I have a flat surface to trim. I agree, that is a great idea. I love how bright it is. What color are you using for the top stitching? There's actually 3 different colors. So I have the orange, and then I'm going to be using this blue on the outer edge, and then one of my absolute favorites, fuchsia, for the inside. And then, what machine is that? This is the Luminaire 3 from Brother, the XP3. It is Brother's top-of-the-line machine. Last week we sewed on Janomi's top-of-the-line machine. And so, this is a great chance for you to see the differences in all of the machines. Did we have a snafu on the Janomi as well? I think we did. Something happened.
I don't know.
I think my thread got caught.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
It happens. I really love bright colors, so the batiks in this one just really speak to me. Oops, I touched something here. Let me hit start again. I touched the screen and it stopped. So Patsy on wants to watch on Facebook, wants a Facebook link. She's watching on YouTube right now.
She want to know?
So Patsy said she's watching on YouTube because she can never find us on Facebook. Would you please post a Facebook link? What is the highest speed on the Luminaire 3 for stitching?
1200.
It's 1200 stitches per minute.
So let's see. Patsy or
Patsy. It's really small type font, so I think I did knock it out of alignment. I don't know. Maybe not. Won't know until we sew the whole thing out. But again, we're not going to have time to finish this tonight. We do have some things to talk about besides just embroidery, but we have a couple of minutes. It's Facebook is Quilters HQ. It's also Quilt Sampler, and it's also Sewing Machines Express.
Sewing
Machines Expresses.
Quilt Sampler.
Yeah. So have you made any of the blocks yet? I know several of you purchased the pattern, some of you purchased the kit. Let me know if you've made any of the blocks yet, or if you're sewing ahead and you've just made the whole quilt in the week. I would totally be that person. Just, that's okay.
Joan always gets in trouble in class because she's ahead.
I am ahead, and I always do get in trouble because I'm like not following along with the class.
Yeah, you can always be me.
Robert is always the teacher's pet. Always. Okay, looks like OBS dropped out for a second. If you lost connection, we're still here.
Weird out there.
It is a little weird out. It's kind of looking a little bit green, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, so while we're watching this embroidery, let's talk about color of the month, and it is Peony. And it is color number 2230. 15% off for the show, 20% off if you're in the club. And I'm going to pull a spool out because we already selected next month's color to get it in stock, because this one went really, really fast. So if you're not in the club, it's the box. It's $20 to join, and then all of your Aerofill threads are 20% off. I bought the designs, but in the middle of doing Smith Street embroidery called Glorious Summer will be my next quilt. I do love Smith Street Designs patterns. They are beautiful, and I've made a couple of their quilts as well. So I agree. Oh, Patsy, you went to Facebook and there was a lot of stalling on Facebook. Yeah, YouTube, sometimes it is a little bit better. I mean, we're talking about the difference between Google and Facebook, and, you know, I don't know who has more servers and bandwidth, but I know they both have a lot, so. For a giveaway. Oh, what's this? It's a tick trap. Oh, this is kind of cool.
Brought to you by Brother.
By Brother. Let's see, tick trap, so you can pouch your phone into it. Or a tablet. Oops. That's pretty cool. Pencils. Ooh, look at this. Slide your pen in there. Some needles. Pair of scissors. I'm digging this. All still there. Nice. I kind of want one of these. Do we have more?
I don't know.
Compliments
of
in
our giveaway box.
Brother. Since we're sewing on a brother, and that makes perfect sense.
T-shirt holds chocolate.
Ooh.
So it has a little pouch in there.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to be jealous of whoever gets this tonight, because this is super cool. I can think of lots of uses for this. It's just got all these little elastic things in it. Nice. I want one. Just saying. I'm sure it does hold chocolate.
Of course it does.
This is awesome. So, you know. And that's while we're waiting for a winner, I'm just going to play with it a little more. Yeah. It even holds little stuff. Look, I'm like put in the little tool for the brother screwdriver, and I was shaking it. You probably didn't see it, but I was over here shaking it like this trying to get it to fall out, and it didn't. And I'm like, now I really want one. Very cool. What a great giveaway.
Well, it's B. Filsinger tonight.
B, congratulations. B, if you have not shopped with us before, please go to quiltershq.com, and up on the top of the page is a place to register for Joan Sews, and that'll give us your information to get this in the mail to you. Johnson, right?
Filsinger.
Filsinger.
Lena was saying that your stitching looks pretty good. You know, she doesn't think you bumped it.
Yeah, I think it might be off a little bit. It does look pretty good. I'm looking at it really close.
Kathy was saying she thinks the stitching looks pretty good too on it.
I'll finish sewing it out and make it part of the...
Pretty nice.
Yeah, make it part of the quilt. So next step is the outer petals, but we're not going to have enough time to do that. We have like 5 more minutes before, and this has 20 minutes left to sew. But let me show you the screen, because it's kind of cool. So the screen, let me tilt it so you can see. Trying to get you a good view without the reflection. So if you look up here, it actually shows you the segment that it's sewing out. And again, just like the other machine we sewed on the other night, you can't really see it that well on the screen, but you can see it right here. There's a crosshair, and it shows you where it's at in the stitches. Oops, sorry for the earthquake.
We do want to show you something else while we're here, while you're watching some stitching.
Did I show the block from last week? I did, but I can show them to you again. This one is my favorite. This one is my third favorite.
Like this one too. That's funny on the camera. It has like a glow in the dark.
I know it does. Well,
ooh,
it's
doing these in glow in the dark thread. That's awesome.
yeah. This is so I just used whatever thread I had in the store. So this is Floriani, and that has that nice sheen.
Yeah, it does give a nice sheen to it,
And
doesn't it?
this is my second favorite. Sunflowers for Kansas. Third favorite. And again, this one has this was Floriani thread as well. And so it has a little more sheen. And I did a different color because I wanted the contrast so that you see the petals. So, okay. So what else are we seeing?
Well, something that we do have here now.
Oh, yeah.
If you're doing bags or something like that,
Oh, this is
it's always
awesome
something to consider.
Machine. So, Juki, you've heard me say it before. World's largest sewing machine company. This is the DNU 1541S, and it is a straight stitch sewing machine with walking foot built in. That's all it does, is straight stitch, and the walking foot is built in, so you always have the walking foot. You can sew leather with this machine, multiple layers of vinyl, all kinds of fabrics.
Great for bags,
great for
heavy
bags.
equipment or heavy fabrics. So
Yeah.
just remember that we do have commercial, industrial type machines here as well. So see where our stitching's at. What we got on there? Patsy, welcome to the show.
This is going to be a very colorful quilt, and I'm excited for it. Okay, well, this is as good a place as any to stop for the evening. It is straight up 7 o'clock, and we are kind of through for the night. And I will give you my reminders. You saw a good one at the beginning of sewing this when the needle broke, and that is change your needle, check your thread path, and oil your hook.
Yeah, definitely a drop of oil is always good.
And if you're in the Springfield area, stay safe. Clouds don't look too bad, but you never know. I mean, it was cool and then hot, and so you never know. Tornado might pop up, but thank you for joining us tonight. Again, I apologize for the late start. And B, don't forget, go to quiltershq.com and register for Joan Sews. And that will give us your information to ship your free gift tonight. And it is a very cool one.
Yep. Otherwise, we re-gift them if nobody
We re-gift
registers
them
for a while. So.
Yep. So it's called a tech trap. So very cool. Okay.
I think that's it for us tonight,
That's
Joan.
us for tonight. Good night, everyone, and we will see you. Are we here next Tuesday? I think we are.
We are all over the place.
So, last minute reminder, all of the stores are closed Monday for Memorial Day. So, get in and get your supplies so you can be sewing all weekend. And
Because you know Joan's sewing all weekend.
I am. It's a long weekend for me, and I am going to be having a blast. So, thanks for joining us. Good night.